Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk about going all in on something and how it's translated to improvements in every aspect of my life. And really quickly before I begin, I just wanted to let you know that we do have a weekly newsletter that comes out before these videos are published. So if you've gotten any value from our content or would like to support us, I'd really appreciate you joining our newsletter. So by going all in on something, I mean choosing a vision and committing to it, a North Star. Why? Because if your vision truly belongs to you, not the one that satisfies your family, friends, society, or anyone else, but if your vision is truly yours, then it will motivate you beyond measure to make the right choices to achieve what you're after. And I'm not saying that your vision can't also be what other people want for you. It can, as long as it's also what you really want. Once I identified my long-term vision, which is what I want my life to look like over the next 15 to 20 years, every aspect of my current life fell into place. It's based on an idea about identity that I learned of a few years ago. Imagine the ideal version of yourself. In my case, it's the version of me 15 years down the line who's achieved everything that I'm currently working towards. And almost every time that I'm faced with a decision to make, I ask myself, what would ideal me do? And then I just do what ideal me, the ideal version of myself, would do. It's not always easy, and that's especially the case in the beginning, but the more you act the way your ideal version would, the easier it gets because you're reinforcing this new identity of yourself, so it eventually becomes second nature. But wait, if you're taking the same actions that the ideal version of you is taking, what's the difference between them and you besides the point in time that either of you exists in? Evidence. The ideal version of you has been making the right choices for long enough that the evidence of those choices has stacked up. For example, if the ideal version of yourself has been exercising every day for 20 years, then they're probably in pretty good shape. Their physique is evidence of the fact that they've been exercising for 20 years. So if you think about it the way I do, the only difference between me and ideal me is that he's been making the right choices for longer than I have. In other words, when I'm faced with a choice, if I do the same thing that the ideal version of myself would do, then I already am the ideal version of myself and I'm just waiting for the evidence to stack up. I know it sounds delusional, but for me it eliminates the distance between who I am now and who I want to be. Because if my actions define who I am and I make the same choices that the ideal version of myself would make, then who I am now and ideal me are one and the same. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing and things will work out. And I understand that it's hard to think like this if you've never experienced it before. My first experience with it was completely unintentional. I love exercising, I was always a very active kid, and the fact that I've stuck to it for the past 14 years has given me the physique that I have. The evidence has stacked up in that aspect of my life. So because I've already experienced how making the right choices for long enough gets me what I want in one aspect of my life, I can apply the same thought process to other aspects of my life. So how does this tie back to going all in on something? Well, to achieve your vision, however far out it may be in the future, you need to start making the right choices now so that the evidence has enough time to stack up. They say compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. It's true. Part of my long-term vision is building a successful company, and it's really hard. But because it's a part of my mission, I've adopted the identity of the ideal version of myself who's already built this successful company and achieved the other things that I'm after. As a result, everything that I did yesterday, today, and will do tomorrow are aligned with my vision. For example, the reason I make sure I can work out in 20 minutes is because ideal me has built a successful company, which is very demanding time-wise, but also has fantastic health. Therefore, I won't compromise on taking care of my body and my mind because those are important parts of my vision. The reason I speak to my family every day for almost an hour while I eat dinner is because ideal me has a great family life and spends plenty of quality time with them. It's another important piece of my vision, so I won't compromise on it. I hope you can see that your vision doesn't just need to be about you grinding away at something. It can and should encompass every aspect of your life because living your vision every day is how you achieve it. My vision is the filter that I use to make every decision in my life. If something doesn't contribute to my long-term vision, I cut it out. I don't spend any time or energy on it. So as a result of choosing to go all in on my vision, every single day I live the life of ideal me who's already accomplished what I'm after. Therefore, I live every day knowing that if I died tomorrow, I wouldn't regret the way I spent my time. Now things can change. My vision, my priorities, all of them can change. That doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm being intentional about how I spend my time and acting in accordance with what I want. And that allows me to enjoy the journey, not get burnt out, and inevitably achieve what I'm after. I hope that if you go all in on your vision, it'll change your life for the better, just like it has for me. Also, I'm trying to come up with a catchphrase for the brand, so here's what I think I'm going to start saying at the end of every post. Take care of your health, and it will take care of you.